Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of RuneNews. I'm your host, Ryan. It's bloody good to have you here, and this weekend we will be getting the Summit announcement from Jagex. For those who don't know, it's an announcement they do annually where they will just be letting us know what content to look forward to over the next 12 months. Big content that they have planned in store for us to enjoy, which brings me to the first question of today's video that you can answer in the comment section down below, and that is, what do you think they'll be announcing during the Summer Summit? Could be anything. It's honestly an open market, it's open season for you all, so feel free to put answers down below. Anything that I think is pretty accurate or likely or just good fun. I'm making up a bingo board for when that stream is happening, so they're going to stream it on their Twitch. I'm going to live stream it here on YouTube on my stream, where you will not be getting adverts, and you can come along, get the bingo board and play bingo with us. We can have a good laugh, talk about the content they announced, maybe do a few predictions ourselves, and just have a good laugh, have a couple drinks, and just create a nice fun environment, completely advert free, like always here at KINGCONDOR on YouTube. The second question also is, we have a group member called Will, and we want to know, for you guys to answer as well in the comment section down below, why the hell is he not killing the Duke? He'll kill every Desert Treasure 2 boss except the Duke. Why? Is he a coward? I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Put that in the comment section down below as well, along with your answer for Summer Summit. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Ryan. Welcome to RuneNews, and ladies and gentlemen, you're watching RuneNews. Now, some of you might remember Desert Treasure 2 is a quest that was released like maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and typically Jagex is once again making changes, which is good. When big content happens, that's all we really get. So this is quite a short and easy update to do for you guys. 30 minutes of downtime, but you'll probably be logged back in by the time this video is live. What's happening? Summer Summit, we just spoke about it. Come to the live stream here. Don't watch it on Twitch. Watch it on YouTube here because it's more fun when you're watching me. Next, we got Desert Treasure 2 improvements. The Whisperer will no longer trigger the Awakened Orb text if you have already killed her in that instance, which is good because the amount of Awakened Orbs I've accidentally used because of that has been annoying. So that's a good change. Thank you for fixing the Whisperer there. Leviathan, you no longer take the chip damage from that goes through prayer when you trigger the Enrage phase. So some of you might notice when if you pray correctly in Leviathan, you don't take damage. But if you trigger the Orb phase at the end of the Enrage phase, any attacks that have already left the Leviathan would automatically do chip damage to you, and it is annoying. So they've nulled that, which is excellent. And the Leviathan should now drop the Brimstone Key in accessible locations on death. Apparently, it sounds like the Brimstone Keys have been dropping and you haven't been able to grab them. So that's hilarious. I don't know who's using Konar anyway. You've got to be out of your damn mind, but that's a good fix for them. Duke Succulus, the overlay is now cleared upon leaving the instance, which I didn't know was a problem. And we've updated how the rendering of the Duke's vent and acid warp projectiles works so that they should be more clearer. Apparently people don't have eyes, so good shit. Other changes, again, really simple stuff. People will now know when you got your Blood Torva kit. What else you got here? The personal best will now be announced properly. New scepters have placeholders. The ancient scepter now has its own placeholder. It didn't? Oh, I didn't. Oh no, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the ancient scepter has its own placeholder now. Cool. That's about it, really. It's just Virtus being updated in the logs. Nothing important. It's all garbage. More art stuff, garbage. You don't need to know about it. It's shit. Torva changes. People really care about how Torva looks. At the end of the day, from the back, this looks like a coif, so that's the biggest problem in my opinion. I think Torva looks good. I think it looks great. If you care about Torva changes that much, it's likely that you don't fucking have it anyway. For those that do have it, it's not Blood Torva, so you look like shit anyway. So let's stop worrying about Torva changes now. Let's move on to more important things in the game, guys. Loot Tracker and Buff Bar have been added to the C++ client, which I recommend playing if you don't want to use RuneLite. But as per the recent video uploaded on this channel and the recent controversy about account security, you should be using the Jagex launcher. Absolutely do. Poll booth changes. As of next week, any future in-game polls will be listed under the following new categories. If it's greenlit, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen here. If it's greenlit, it needs the 70% pass requirement. Same if it is a lock-in, but opinion polls do not need, which will be blue, sorry. Blue polls don't need a, what's it called? A pass requirement, but green and orange do. That way you know what's happening. So basically, if it's blue, doesn't need wish I could speak. If it's blue, it doesn't need a poll pass requirement. It doesn't, you know what I mean, all right? If it's fucking green or orange, it needs 70%. That's the best way to think about it, all right? I don't read this, I don't write it, I just make it up as I go along. Now my mouse isn't working. Now the mobile UI rework, if you really play mobile that much, I mean, I'm mostly AFK mobile. I'm happy for the rework, but I don't really have any interest in the beta itself. I'm sure it's going to be fine. If it's bad, people will let us know. But it says here, testing has since identified an issue which adversely affects the UI elements when swapping from a beta world to a normal game world. Because of this, we've decided to postpone tomorrow's beta until a later date. Well, shit. Guess the beta's been postponed anyway, so let's not worry about it till next week. No. And now for other changes, the biggest one is probably the impling thing, where it'll let you know if you've already got a clue, so you can't spam click past getting a clue scroll in the impling jar, which means you don't need the RuneLite plugin for it. That's pretty handy. Otherwise, they've fixed incorrect collection log values related to Laren's keys, the Laren's big chest, brimstone chest, and the gauntlet. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure that really matters. I mean, it's other changes. Who cares about that shit? PvP Road is back on Osworlds, and that's it for the Oldschool RuneScape update this week. Very quiet, very quick, but very big money to be made on the Grand Exchange, which you'll hear about in about 15 seconds. So sit tight, strap in, and strap on. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is King Condor. I predominantly stream and play Oldschool RuneScape here on this channel. I don't do it on Twitch because I'm not a cuck. But more importantly, one thing I've been consistent with over the past 3 years or so with RuneNews is guaranteeing consistent and precise updates of RuneScape 3. That's something I'm really proud of. And this week, I would like to continue that trend by reminding everyone out there that RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for RuneNews. I am your host, Wade Green, and 2 weeks in a row, the mole slippers are on the fucking rise. Biggest rise. That's what I'm talking about. 236k right here. Did I not tell you, boys? I told you. Mole slippers going to the moon. 1 mil GP a pair by the end of the year. This is where the example of opinion and fact matter. Price is determined by opinions, not fact. Thankfully, the fact is mole slippers are best in slot, and the opinion is fucking valid. That's why they're rising. Make sure you grab yourself some mole slippers. You should. Last week, did I not tell you? This number will be down there because there's going to be a brand new 300k plus number up here. So buy yourself mole slippers today because you're missing out. The longer you wait, the less money you make. Tell your friends to buy mole slippers after you've bought yours, of course, because you're going to be up. Well, I'm up here. You're going to be here, all right? These two spots here. Then get your mates down here, all right? And then their mates down here and so on. Continue the trend, and you'll notice me at the top, of course, because that's how it works. The higher up on the triangle, the more money you make. So make sure you place yourself nicely and snug up the top. 236k, get your mole slippers today. Become a rich cunt tomorrow. Now for this week's biggest loss, the Virtus mask, and it's taking quite a dip. This trend is going to continue for all Virtus pieces. Let me tell you why. Because, well, what's the difference between this and ARMS? The entire set is 11 magic accuracy and 3% magic damage. Now with Ancients, it's ridiculously better, don't get me wrong. But outside of Ancients, when you're using Thralls, when you're using the Shadow, when you're using the Sang Staff, it's 11 magic accuracy and 3% damage. With the Shadow, it's what? It's technically 33 accuracy and 9% damage. Let's cut the shit. It's not that big. Not that big of a difference between this and ARMS. And Ancestral is literally the same. But Ancestral is just simply better for meta when it comes to the Shadow. So, we're not talking about nerfing and buffing equipment here. Okay, that's a discussion for stream. But I'm telling you right now, Virtus will drop. And it will be closer to ARMS' price. It won't be exact same price as ARMS. It's probably going to be double, maybe triple. But the whole set is going to continue to drop. This trend will be happening, especially for the mask, because we know that the headpiece isn't that important. So if you're going to buy Virtus, wait. If you get Virtus as a drop, sell it now, because it's going to keep dropping. It will not rise. It's not possible. Unless there's a significant magic buff, this will be dropping continuously. It's a fact. Now, one of the most valuable trades in the game is the Avernic Defender. I don't feel like this item gets enough love when it comes to the Grand Exchange. This used to be like 20, 30 mil. And it's peaked up and held its place. It peaked even higher here at one point, about 2-3 weeks ago. But it's held its place in the 80 to 110 mil region ever since TOA release. It's been far more valuable and far more important because having that with the Fang is a one-handed weapon. So the Avernic Defender has bigger use again, as opposed to just swinging the scythe everywhere. So this has actually been really good, especially for Theatre of Blood. I recommend a lot of people get into Theatre of Blood. Don't look for a team. Do not pay people to teach you Theatre of Blood. Don't do that. Find 2 other people that don't know what they're doing, watch a guide and send it. 3 randoms. Trust me, because you're going to make big money. The most common drop from the raid is one of the most valuable drops. Absolutely beautiful item. Definitely underrated. Never be upset when you get an Vernic Defender hilt. It's like getting an Elitist Ward, a Light Bearer, or a Prayer Scroll from Cox or TOA. This is the common drop you want at least. So shout out to the Vernic Defender. And shout out to you guys. There's no Mole Super update after this because it's already the biggest rise of the week. My name is Wade Green and I am a cunt. Our first Iron Man moment for this week goes to an actual Iron Man where he got butch at what looks like about 30 something KC. Good pet. I got the same one. I love this pet. It has emotes. It's very cool. Very clean pet. Nice work. Good job to whoever it is. I can't read from here on the butch pet. Our second moment goes to someone. I don't know who, but they got the Venator vestige from the Leviathan by the looks of it. Don't know what KC. Don't know who it is because their screenshot, as you can see, is fucking horrendous. I don't have time nor patience, nor do I care enough to make the screenshot fit properly on the screen. Take a proper screenshot, otherwise this could be anyone. I don't care who. You're garbage, but Jeezy on the vestige. And our final Iron Man moment for this week goes to good day to you all for the Eye of the Duke at 10KC. Now the reason I can tell whose screenshot this is without seeing the name, because it's a terribly large screenshot, is because it's using the standard client, vanilla client, not even the C++ client. Standard client. So you can tell that it's good day to you all. He's the only one still doing this. Everyone else is on a different client, and he's gaming on the standard client. And that is it this week for RuneNews. My name is Ryan. Don't Google that name, and I'll be seeing you all next week. Look after yourselves. Don't kill yourself in the 30 minutes of downtime. Go have a shower, put your feet up, get a Pepsi Max. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the live stream tomorrow. Have a good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.